Hello Leo, I'm Poetic Heretic, and this is your July 2017 Tarot Forecast. Do remember you can use these videos for your sun, rising, and moon signs. So, let us now begin. We would like a Celtic Cross forecast for the sign of Leo for the month of July 2017. What does the universe have in store for Leo for July 2017? And the cards are ready. Your outside influences, the Six of Swords reversed. The challenge, the Eight of Wands. The underlying energy, the Seven of Pentacles reversed. The past, the Seven of Swords reversed. You guys have double sevens already. What you hope to achieve, the Six of Wands reversed, and now you've got double sixes. The near future, the Five of Wands. Your attitude or position, the Four of Cups. The outside force coming in, the Magician. Hopes or fears, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And the outcome, the Ten of Pentacles. Now you've got double tens as well. So let's take a look at these cards. You start off with the Six of Swords reversed. This represents your current outside influences right around the beginning of the month. And this card does talk about feeling blocked from making progress, a sense of stagnation, a sense of things getting in your way throughout your day-to-day activities, and a difficulty in moving forward. So there are things likely around you at the beginning of the month that are trying to prevent you from moving forward and making progress, and you might be kind of stuck for a bit of time, especially with the Eight of Wands crossing over that as the challenge card. The Eight of Wands, which talks about fast action, swift movement, fast success, rapid change of pace, extroversion, working under pressure, brainstorming, taking action and getting things done, moving very quickly. So it is indeed saying that the challenge for you will be to move quickly to overcome this sense of stagnation. It'll be a challenge to move quickly because there is this sort of stagnant energy going on. For the underlying energy, you have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. This represents everything forming the foundation of your current situation. And the Seven of Pentacles reversed is talking about a sense of no longer being willing to work without recognition, wanting to be recognized for the hard work that you have done and are doing. It can even be a sense of dissatisfaction with the way things are, with the way a particular work situation is, especially. So I think what we're really seeing here, though, is most likely the wanting recognition for what you have done. And since this is the foundation of your situation, it's like everything in your immediate environment is conducive to a sort of dissatisfaction with the status quo. And this could be tied into the stagnation that we talked about, the difficulty in making progress, and your feeling a sense of like you've had enough of that. Now, on a more positive note, well, that is kind of positive because you're standing up for yourself, but on a more positive note, the Seven of Pentacles reversed can be an indicator of things getting back to normal. And so for some of you, it could just be that things are getting back to normal, you no longer feel emotionally blocked, relationships improve, a sense of work proceeding smoothly and efficiently, and conducting yourself professionally and stuff like that. So let's see here. From what I'm seeing, I think it could go either way, although with this Five of Wands card coming up, well, that could go either way either. So I guess it's going to depend on your particular situation, which one it is. For the past and issues you've had to deal with, you have the Seven of Swords reversed. This card, when it's reversed, normally talks about somewhat similar to what I just said about the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Difficulties overcome, feeling better, things getting back to normal, relationships improve, and stuff like that. But of course, this did fall in the issues that you've had to deal with, and so this is more likely talking about having tension with other people in the past, and having a desire perhaps for things to get back to normal, but it's been a challenge for that to happen. Things have been somewhat unstable, tension in some areas, and that might be connected to the current stagnation and this blockage in your day-to-day activities, or it might not. It could be a separate thing. It could go either way, really. But of course, you have two sevens in a row, as I mentioned earlier, and sevens talk about the sign of Libra, which talks about balance and seeking balance, as well as relationships. So relationships play at least a somewhat significant role for all of you this month. For what you hope to achieve, you have the Six of Wands reversed. Well, normally when the Six of Wands is reversed, it's talking about, similar to the Six of Swords reversed, blockage and difficulty moving forward, although with this card it's more of a fear of being in the public attention, not wanting to exercise your will and take action to make things happen. But when it's in what you hope to achieve, it's far more likely saying, especially when we see these other cards here, that you're wanting to overcome this blockage from taking action and this blockage from making progress. You want to use your will to make progress, and you want progress to be made. You want to take action and overcome whatever it is that's preventing you from doing so. For the near future, you have the Five of Wands. Now, this ties in right along with this stuff because this card, in a positive sense, it's talking about making progress despite conflict and infighting. So here we have again this idea of the relationship issues, and you're wanting to make progress, and that could be very well what's happening early in the month. That maybe at work there are people not getting along, and you're wanting to make progress anyway, and you are making progress anyway, even though there may be tension beneath the surface. However, in a negative sense, this card can mean that people are fighting and that there is chaos and you're not really getting things done because there's too much argument going on and stuff like that. And again, from what we're seeing here, it looks like it could go either way depending on your unique situation. Although we do have some pretty positive energy coming up here, so it's probably leaning more towards the positive, I would say. For your attitude or position on the situation, about halfway through the month, you have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups talks about, in a more positive sense, a sort of knowing that what we want is already before us, knowing what we want and being ready to get it. It also talks about meditation and contemplation and looking within, and it can even talk about, when we look at it, it's a 4, and that talks about order and structure and harmony, and then cups are water, so a certain harmony to the emotions, a certain creativity and use of the imagination. So you could be feeling very much like that in a sort of meditative, contemplative, imaginative, creative state. Now, in a negative sense, sometimes this can be like wanting more, a sort of dissatisfaction, a sort of refusal to make do with what we have, or refusal to work with what the universe is trying to provide. So again, I think that's going to depend on your unique situation, which one it is, but with this other energy coming up, I'd say it's probably leaning more towards the positive, especially with this card, because this isn't really normally a negative card. When it's reversed, sometimes it can be, sometimes not, but when it's upright, really it has a more positive vibe to it than negative, although it can, of course, sometimes still be negative. For the outside force coming in, you have the Magician. The Magician is a very powerful card, and this is something coming at you. This talks about beginnings, openings, initiation, a new phase of life, a certain sense of mastery. This talks about having all the skills and abilities that you need, and skill and ability in general. It talks about recreating an unwanted situation to suit your vision. So this could be someone who approaches you or comes into your life and helps bring order to all of this chaos, who helps gets things, or that didn't sound right, or whatever, helps gets things. I don't think that's a proper way to say it, but someone who assists you in getting things back to normal and getting things in order and creating harmony and getting things done, getting that progress that you want. I mean, we can already see coming up here with the Ten of Pentacles, order and success and whatnot. So someone or something, doesn't even necessarily have to be a person, is likely going to approach later in the month or sometime in the month and help recreate this chaotic energy into something better, going to take this discord and recreate it and bring harmony to it, make harmony out of it, transmute the chaos into order and harmony. So that's very powerful indeed. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune coming up, again, this might even talk about also like a new phase of life, some intense new beginning coming your way, seeing things from a different perspective perhaps. It can also sometimes talk about like a difficult test or challenge, but even if it does take that form in this case, you're still very probable or very likely to overcome that, to come out on top, to have success. So regardless of what form this takes, it looks like it will be greatly to your advantage. For your hopes or fears, you have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Well, when the Wheel of Fortune is reversed, normally it's talking about bad luck and bad karma, things not going the way you wanted to, things not turning out as expected, a resistance to change, a resistance to necessary changes, not fulfilling one's destiny and going with that and that sort of thing. But the good news is this only fell in your hopes or fears, so it's not like that's actually really happening. It's more of just a fear that things aren't going to turn out well, and that you may have bad luck, and that things are not going to stay on track and go where they're meant to go. But fortunately, again, you have the Ten of Pentacles as the outcome card, indicating that you do have success this month. So these fears, you don't really need to worry about them. In fact, you can probably instead trust that you'll have good luck, because apparently you will, one way or another, with the Magician here and the Ten of Pentacles and whatnot. And of course, as we see with the Ten of Pentacles, talking about an outcome of success, harmony, abundance, especially financial abundance, the completion of a cycle, the completion of something you've been working on, the completion of something you've been wanting, or the manifestation of something that you've been wanting. Tens are often indicators of the manifestation of something that you've been moving energy toward. And that's very likely what we're seeing here with the Ten of Pentacles. And so it's interesting because we have the new beginning and an ending or a completion of something. And so you complete this and something new begins is the most likely trajectory that we have here. And the Ten of Pentacles, just the only other thing I can say about it that I feel I should note is that it's a very positive card indeed. It's one of the strongest success cards in the deck, I would say. And so that's that's a perfect outcome card to have. And I should also mention again, with the double sixes that we saw earlier, those are going to point to the energy of your day-to-day activities. And so I guess if that's not already obvious from what I went over earlier, that's going to be a huge theme for you this month as well, is trying to sort out the details of things and trying to bring order to your day-to-day activities. They may feel blocked or in some kind of disorder, at least maybe early in the month, but then as time goes on, things just take like this significant wave of improvement, it looks like, where first things are stagnant, then you're making progress despite conflict and infighting, then you're feeling more creative, more imaginative, and then something or someone comes to help you, and eventually you're ending the month with success. And this can also indicate great happiness in family and the home and stuff like that. The Ten of Pentacles I should also mention. So that is about it, Leo. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great month indeed. And if it's your birthday this month, I hope you have a happy birthday. This has been a tarot forecast for the sign of Leo for the month of July 2017 from Poetic Heretic. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.